This is another Minnesota Blue Ox Buzz episode, joined by Jake Langheinrich. And Jake, what's the experience been like so far for you this season?
It's been pretty good. We've been on a couple, I think like 10-game win streaks. I think 2 separate ones, right? Something like that. So experience has been awesome, just with the guys and the team, obviously. We're hoping to just keep rolling here on the streak that we're on and keep playing hard and hopefully get another big 4 points this weekend against the Moose. So.
What's it like being on those win streaks?
Ooh, it feels good. You know, you're kind of on a high and you want to just keep going up. But, you know, we always talk about not being too complacent, being confident but not cocky, and just always playing hard every shift and winning battles. So if we keep doing that, I think we're going to keep going up here.
The one thing I see is expectations aligned with kind of a mindset.
Yeah.
When it comes to performance. It's tape-to-tape passes.
Yeah.
It's not just about getting that pass out in the vicinity.
Yeah.
They execute them tape-to-tape.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the mindset you have when you're behind the net and starting to bring it up ice?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, definitely the first pass is probably the most important, just getting that hard and crisp on the tape. So once you get that first one, kind of keep rolling. But we do work on it every day in practice, work on even sometimes passing harder than you need to, just to make sure it gets there. But yeah, it's definitely good for us.
What about for you next season?
Next season, I'm looking at going to school. A couple options on my list. I'm looking at a school in Florida that's super cool. Talking to Purdue along with Clough and Maz together. So.
Well, you're a Minnesota native, and tell me that transition from Minnesota hockey to the Blue Ox.
I'd say the transition, it wasn't too much. There's probably a little bit more speed involved here in juniors, and the depth of each team, obviously. Sometimes in high school you play a team that has a really good first line, and then the rest isn't the greatest. But I think the transition's definitely speed, size. I mean, you're playing against 20, 21-year-olds now versus 16, 17, 18, so there's definitely a difference there.
Good. Share with us a moment that sticks out in your mind the most regarding hockey.
Well, I'm obviously going to start with Nationals from last year because that was freaking awesome. The boys took it all the way there. I'd say a little bit to the past. For me, playing for Chanhassen, our arch rivals was always Chaska. And those, we get a great fan turnout for those games, just super packed. My most memorable moment would probably be scoring a really crappy goal against them. It was a horrible shot from the blue line, bounced and like hit the post and went in, and I got to celebrate in the student section. It was probably one of the most memorable moments.
That's terrific. You had mentioned Nationals last year. What sticks out in your mind about Nationals? Well,
it's obviously every team's end goal to get there. And I think we had this pizzazz all season. We just knew we were going. You know, we were on a roll, and we were like, we are not losing. We're not gonna not go. But just the experience there is awesome. The way they had Virginia Beach, the Hamptons set up there for all the teams and players was great. Got to talk with the Dan K show a little bit, which was fun. They were kind of covering us because they know a lot about us, so we were getting a lot of good talk from them. And then just obviously playing in that tournament.
What would you say your 1 or 2 key strengths are as a player?
My ability to move the puck, I think, is one of my biggest strengths. Just seeing the rink, just the vision from a defenseman's standpoint. I think the other one would probably just be skating. I feel like I'm pretty fluent and pretty fast most of the time, so I try and use that to my advantage.
How about your favorite NHL player?
I don't know. It's weird. I've never really had a favorite defenseman, even though I am a defenseman. But right now, it's probably Kaprizov.
How about the number 1 overall character on this team? Because you have a lot of different personalities, you have a lot of different strengths on this team, but also just different characters.
So I got the opportunity to live with Beller a little bit last year when we were out east. But definitely a quirky dude. He's always got something to say, you know, on every topic. If you're playing against him, you'll hear him on the ice. You'll know he's out there. Yeah, I'd say Beller for sure. Gotta love him.
What do you like to do off the ice when you're not skating?
A lot of stuff. In the summer, I love to be on the lake, probably out every day on my little 12-foot boat.
That's terrific. And one last question. For the remaining part of this season, what do you think, what do you feel your mindset and the team's mindset is as we head to finish up the regular season and prep now for postseason?
Team mindset has always been and will stay we, not me. So that just means we as a team. That's kind of been our motto, I think, the last 3 years. But I think all the guys are bought into that, and they know, each guy knows their role on the team. They know what we got to do to win. So I think that we, not me character and that attitude that's what's going to take us to nationals and hopefully get us a ring on our finger.
Hey, thanks, Jake. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank
Minnesota
you.
Blue Hawks Buzz. We'll be back with more.